to all my wonderful friends. I hope my dearest children are doing absolutely great. So I know that this is one of the most anticipated videos, and to be honest, I was just pushing this video towards the examination, but now I have been said to make this video right now itself, since a lot of you guys are asking for it. But let me tell you as a teacher about one very important thing. Do not apply this for the questions that you already know, Baba. Okay, for the questions that you already know, please go by the concepts that you are aware of and use 100% logic out there. Now, why is this video going to be important for the other questions? So other question means the questions which you are not able to do, right? And what options do you have in KCET? Can you attempt all the questions? The answer is yes. For the questions for which you do not know the answer, for that also you can go and attempt it. It will not give you negative marking. So the rule is that you should not be leaving any question. Now you have two options, either to attempt it randomly or probably use a bit of logic out there, pinch of logic out there, and try it out. Which one increases your chance for getting the marks? Obviously the one where you're putting a pinch of logic, right? And that is exactly where this particular video could be of some help to you guys. So when even Inky, Pinky, Ponky could fail you at that particular point of time, you can apply these methods out there, and if you're very sure of the answer, if you know the concepts, do not apply these methods out there. Okay, so that is what I had to tell you as a teacher. Now talking about as a friend, let's talk about what are the different ways how you can find answers or probably guess the answers for the questions for which you are planning to leave it completely, right? The first method that you have is elimination method, where Baba, what are you going to do? You are going to eliminate the beast, the one that does not have much logic out there or probably standing out from everyone else, could be avoided, could be eliminated. So the question goes like this. This question is from KCET Physics 2025 paper, and it says the range of electrical conductivity and resistivity for metals among the following is. Over here metals are being spoken about, and in metals, Baba, you know the conductivity is going to be high, resistivity is going to be less, right? Yes, definitely yes. Okay, we know that particular logic, and if we go by that particular logic, basically if you look at the option, the first option says over here the resistivity is on the higher side. Resistivity, Baba, it should be on the lower side. Current can easily pass through metals, right? And over here also, if at all you see resistivity is on the higher side, again it is wrong, it should be on the lower side. So can I eliminate these two options? Definitely I can eliminate these two options. Now I am left with these two options. Over here also, if I just look at the resistivity, I am not even looking at conductivity until this particular point. If I just look at the resistivity, here it is in minus range, and here the conductivity is on the higher side, something that fits our logic, right? Over here it's minus plus relation that is usually found in semiconductors, but anyway it is not something that fits our logic. So what are we left with? We are left with just this option, and this would be the answer. So anyway, with the help of elimination, were we able to eliminate these two options? Clearly yes, we were able to eliminate. Yes, one more option was there. If at all you apply a bit of logic out there, if you look at it carefully, obviously you can eliminate this as well, and the only thing that is left would be this. Okay, yeah, so this is some method which you can apply for most type of questions out there, whatever subject it is. And the other methods that I am going to show might not be applicable for all the subjects, but yes, it could be helping you in the difficult times. So the next method that we are having is similar option selection method, where you just have to spot the duplicate, or basically you have to look for the similar options. So there are high probability, okay, high chances for the similar options to be the correct ones. Okay, to be the correct ones. So over here there is a big question against of KCET Physics, okay, 2025, where you have to find the coefficient of viscosity, and basically I was looking at sir explaining this video. Okay, and I went to, don't think that I am talking about all these things with just my knowledge. I went to each teachers out there, and they gave me the question, and I am just trying to put the logic out there. Yeah, right. So basically over here the solution is very, very long. You have to definitely try to find the answer. You have to put in your efforts for that. Now if you are someone who have no idea about it, how can you spot the answer? As a layman, a person who has nothing to do with physics, if I look at the options, I can clearly see that this basically these three options have some similar values out there, 0.14, 14 and 0.14 again. So this could be what my zone of finding the answers. What about this? This I can randomly eliminate. Okay, so chances are there that my answer could be from this. That is what similar option selection method, but still I am not able to find my answer. So I'll go with the next method, that is eliminate the extreme and find the middle value. If at all you look at these three similar options out there, 0.14 10 to the power minus 3 Pascal second would be on, what do you say, would be the lowest value out there among these three, yeah, and this would be the highest value among these three, 14 Pascal seconds. What is left? What am I left with? I am left with a middle value, and that is this, and this is the answer for the particular question out there. Okay, so that is what you mean by eliminate the extreme. It's not just this, there are certain questions where the options are really very different. Okay, it can be 100 and over here it can be somewhere around 10. Okay, and in between, or basically not just 10, it can be 8 or something like that. Okay, it can be 8 over here, and you might be getting options like this. There are higher chances that these options can have the correct answer. So that is a logic that can be applied at times, not always. So as I said, these things that are there has to be applied only for the questions for which you're ready to take the risk. Okay, not for the, you should not be making a question risky. Rather, you should be making sure that one particular question which is there, I do not have any answer, I can just randomly go and attempt it without having a fear that, oh my god, I knew the answer and still I am doing something else. No, that should not be the case. Cool. So yeah, so that is similar option selection method and also eliminate the extreme, by which I also will be showing you a question that is of chemistry, and I'll be applying the logic that is similar option selection method. So this is a question which Aishwarya ma'am also showed the previous year. Okay, it's 2021 question. Henry's law constant for the solubility of nitrogen gas in water at 298 Kelvin in 1.0 into 10 to the power 10 to the power 5 atmospheric pressure, low, it goes on like that. In this particular question, if at all you look at the options, okay, you look at the options, you will be able to spot that 3 of them have similar values, 1 does not. So I can actually eliminate this option. What are we left with? We are left with these 3 values out there. These 3 values, okay. So basically the answer would be from these 3. Now, I was talking to Swamik sir, and basically we were sitting and we were saying, if what do you call it, was you, what will be your answer or what will be your logic behind it? So we were just talking about it and we came to a conclusion. If at all you look at this, okay, 4.0, basically 4, this is something that is common here, and if at all you look at the value of 10 over here, Baba, something that is common is 10 to the power minus 4 and 10 to the power minus 4, right? Okay, this is something that is common. So usually the examiner, they try to give you options that are closer for your answer, and if at all it is repeating twice, then probably there are high chances for it to be the answer. So now we see that here the value 4.0 is something that is common, and here we see that the repetition is being seen in 10 to the raised to power minus 4. So basically the answer that we would be getting over here, we can go ahead with what? We can go ahead with this particular thing that is there, that is A option that is there. Again, these are only for the places where you can take the risk, okay, not for all. So yes, so that is something that is there. And now talking about something that I can be pretty sure about, talking about biology, and that is spot the easy one. This method is known as standout option rule. Standout option rule as in there might be one option out there for which you clearly know the answer. It's very simple to spot. For example, in the match the following questions which are there, you might be given multiple option coccus, bacillus, vibrio, and spirillum is there. And over here also you have multiple options. I am clearly very sure spirillum means the body is going to be basically spiral in shape. Spirillum, spiral, very easy to spot, right? So basically, can I say D goes with 2? D goes with 2. If at all I look over here, D goes with 2. There is only one option like that, and with that one option I basically could find the whole answer. So that is standout option rule. This can be applied mostly for match the following question, if at all you know at least one. And I always suggest in match the following question, try to match A and D first. Okay, try to match A and D first. It will save a lot of your time. Then you can match, then you can go ahead and match the other options which are there in the middle. Yes. So that is there. Now going ahead with the next thing, that is substitution method, where you have to substitute the value, and as you all know, this would be applicable mostly for mathematics, not for all questions of mathematics, very few. So we could spot this question: the domain of the function defined by f(x) is equals to cos to the power minus 1 and root of x minus 1 is what? So over here, if at all you talk about the root value, if at all you're taking a negative thing over here, okay, negative root value would be something that is imaginary and obviously will not be accommodated over here. So we have to make sure that here it should not be negative. Now if at all you replace the terms, okay, if at all you replace the numbers over here, if you're getting any negative value, you can basically make sure that that is not the answer. For example, if I replace it with 0 over here, 0 minus 1 is equals to what? Is equals to minus 1 only. But 2, if at all you replace, yes, it will not be a minus value, but with 0, if at all you're doing, that is not giving you the correct answer, right? So it goes off. Similarly over here also, if I put minus 1, so minus 1 gives me what? Minus 2. It cannot be minus value again. As I said, it's not that it's not possible, it can give you imaginary values, which is obviously not been applied over here, right? Similarly, if you apply the logic that is same, 0 is being mentioned over here, it will be wrong. So what are we left with? We are just left with this particular option. If at all I replace it with 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. 0 is fine. Okay, 0 is fine. The square root, the root of 0 is definitely possible, not square root, root of 0 is definitely possible. Now over here, what about 2? If I put 2 minus 1, it gives me 1 again. That is also totally fine. It's not negative value. So basically, when I'm substituting, I get to know that this could be the answer. Definitely, your math teacher would be having more to talk about it. There is domain, there is so many other things out also there. But yes, general logic. Yeah, so that is substitution method, that is could be applied in some cases for mathematics. Yeah, yes, very few cases is what sir said, but yes. Now there is spot the zero the hero method. Okay, zero the hero method or spot the zero is basically, that means that whenever you have a question, okay, and whenever you have a question where you have an option as 0, there are high probability, and even I could find that in biology as well, okay, there are high probability that the answer for that particular question is going to be 0 itself, if in the options it is 0. Now obviously not true for all the cases, but could be true in some cases, right? So in this particular question, if at all you are someone who have solved this, okay, you might be knowing that the answer for this question is actually 0. Yes. And finally, if we talk about chances, which we have been doing since a long time now, there are high chances that if in your options you have got none of the above, that could be wrong. Okay, none of the above, mostly it's wrong, but on the other hand, all of the above options are usually correct. So if at all you are able to see A, B, C, D and D option is none of the above, there could be some other answer, but not this. Similarly, if at all you see all of the above, there are chances that this could be the answer out there. Yeah, mostly this could be the correct one. So my dear children, this is the thing that I had to tell you. I hope that these methods which are there helped you probably, or could be helping you in some ways when you have no ways left in front of you. And if at all you are coming up with some creative methods out there which has some logic into it, definitely put it down in the comment section and share it with your other friends also, so that Inky Pinky Ponky does not disappoint them as well. But please, I'm telling you again, do not apply this for the questions that you already know, and this should not be stopping you from studying. This is only for the cases where you have no options left. Yeah, yes. And by the way, for everyone who's preparing for KCET, we had launched the KCET test series. It is available for $999. Please make sure you take it up if at all you are serious about KCET mock test. Okay, so there are mock tests over here. Part tests are more in number, full length tests are less, but part tests could help you in understanding the concepts really well. So make sure you go through it. Similarly, if you're preparing for COMEDK, there is COMEDK crash course, and also there is test series for that as well. For any of these things, if you want to get more idea about it, do not forget to check out the links that are there in the description section. So that's all. Wishing you the best, and please take care, and yes, bye-bye.